welcome to my video. Welcome back to my channel, guys. Alright, so if you're new over here, go ahead and hit that subscription bell, go ahead and hit that subscription button, like the video, share of the video. Alright, so currently I am on sick leave because I have been under the weather a lot. When the weather changes, all of this sinus problem and all of this kawambaga problem. So I'm currently at home resting. And I said, I have a little bit of free time. Why don't I just make a video for my channel? Because I am being a parent sometimes. I don't have the chance to be, how would I say, as efficient as I would want to with my videos. But I said, all right, let me just take this opportunity to just do a talk with you guys and all of that and see how it goes. Yeah. Alright, so from my previous video, getting to know me, you would all know that I am a teacher, right? Well, I am a secondary educator. Don't look it, but so you go. Don't look like my profession. I'm a type to tell people my profession doesn't define who I am. On the topic of that, many persons, society, why does society does this to persons? Based on the career path in which you are or based on your profession, persons tend to use that to dictate who you are or how you're supposed to be in society. But for me, profession doesn't define who I am. It is a profession, it is a job, and that's it. I am who I want to be. So how I dress or how I speak should not be defined by my profession. That does not define my character. I'm just putting it out there because in society, persons tend to label us based on our profession. Yes, I speak my patois. I speak it hard. And when I'm gonna still chat my patois, still act as who I am. I still wear my short clothing because if I'm home, I'm going to wear my short clothing. I'm not going to wear some long clothes. If I am based on where I am going, I'll wear my short clothes. If I'm going to the beach, I'll wear my short clothes. If I'm going out in the town, I still wear my short clothes. For instance, when I call short clothes, I mean like a shorts or a skirt, etc. It's nothing too revealing. Not because I am a teacher means that I'm going to dress like an old person, because persons tend to say that teachers should dress accordingly. But listen to me, people. How I dress is appropriate for me. I can't stop persons from looking. Put it out there. All right. I dress modest, and I dress to how I feel comfortable. And persons are always saying, why persons don't dress them age? People, you can be 50 and still wear your little skirt or your little whatever. It's up to you. Dress the way that you feel comfortably in your body. I'm just putting it out there. So nobody bash me in the comments. I'm just saying my opinion. If you have an opinion, just drop it in the comment section. Anyways, back to the real issue at hand. I am here today to talk to you guys about mental health and why mental health is so important. I am not 100% knowledgeable about the topic. I am just talking from experience. I'm just talking about what I believe it is. And being in this profession, we have to have a strong mental health. The society that we are in, it's totally different from the society that we would have grown up with. These children nowadays, they lack behavior, they lack manners, they don't have any ethics about them. When I say ethics, I mean growing up, we always had respect for adults, no matter who the adult is. Nowadays, these students, no matter who you be, them not care. So sometimes within the classroom, these might cause issues. Persons might go through, let me just put it out there. People, yes, I'm a teacher. I teach from lower school to upper school. And to be honest, none of my people them never really faced with me. Put it that way, none of them never rank with me. Yeah, we have a moment, so we go back and forth, but trust me, if you are my student, we know why we do certain things. And not one student has ever passed their place with me. And if they do, me I go jar them up. You understand? I try to build a bond. May I go off topic track people, but it still link up with mental health. Alright? So As a teacher, what I do, I try to have a bond with my students. Try to create that relationship with my students where they're able to be free or feel free to open to me, not afraid to express their emotions to me and all of that. That's the type of person I am originally. So I don't know. For some reason, growing up, I always had a connection with kids, and then I had younger siblings. So I guess I'm just used to it, you know. So I always try to create a bond with my students so that they know that hey, you can be comfortable to share whatever with me. Understand? And then I am the type of person that always tells my students that respect goes a long way and respect goes both ways. It's between you and me. So if I don't have respect for you, I'm not going to expect that you have respect for me. And the same goes for you. So if you don't have respect for me, trust me, I'm not going to have respect for you. That's just how it goes. Peer person's always talking about adults and children. Yeah, I'm an adult, but at the same time, sometimes we have to put our shoes, we have to put our foot in their shoes, or we have to stand in their position to see what they are going through and what their experience is. These children are different from our millennium, so we have to act accordingly to understand our students, right? So that's it. So with my students, I don't think that has ever happened. Yes, a student would have been feisty with me before, but that would have been a student that I would have not taught. And for instance, I will be sitting in a class or sitting in for someone who is not at school, and one thing led to another, student might be faced with me. But people, I let it go. I'm not gonna cost the pitney. You see me, I always tell people say, you see, once you not lip me, once you not put the hand on me alright. Alright? I don't have to say anything else. You want to tell me about my mother? You want to cuss me and chase me and cuss bad word? I don't have a problem. I can't stop you. So, anyways, let me give you an incident that happened at school. So, one day I went to my class and I think it was after break. So, you have warning bells to signal that, it's almost 5 minutes left for class. So, I started getting myself ready. I went to my class and everything. I went there. My students were there. But while I was there, some other students were there that were not a part of the class. And I said to the students, all right, it is my time now. So persons who are not a part of the class, could you please excuse for me, please? One person would have gotten up and left. Another person was there still talking to another person. So I uttered and said, seems as if some persons aren't hearing me. At the same time, by the time I said that, the young man turned to me and said, who you man? And the person forgot suck out and suck my mother and rotate him. And I was taken aback. And I said, young man, I said, calm down. Another teacher was there, but you know me. So I walked down the student and I said to him, calm down, you need to calm down. All right? I said, I'm not going to report you, you need to calm down. Because I would understand that students, just like us adults, they go through things as well. So I said, calm down. Right? People, my mental health topic turned to story time, but anyways, I'll go with the flow. So I told the student to calm down, and then he went about his way. He was still upset, but I said, all right. He went about his way, and then he said, care if more I report him and come back something. But me have it in mind and everything me jump and report to. You understand? So anyway, when I went back to the class now, one of my students was saying to me, Mom, Miss, because they were saying to me that I'm not making get suspension, but it wasn't my intention to report him, to be honest, because I know students go through things. Anyways, so one of the students came to me and said, Miss, I showing lose in grandmother. So that's what I'm saying. Students also go through things. And persons might go through things and you're not seeing it on the outside, but emotionally, they're at distress. So I said, oh. I said, all right then. Because maybe that's what I'm in. Anyways, the other day now I would have seen the same young man. And I saw him and I stopped in front of him and I smiled and I said, you alright now? And he smiled. And he said, yes, miss. And then he apologized for whatever he would have said. And I said, that's okay, man. He said, that's all right. And I say, you know, that's just me. That's just me. That's what I'm saying. Persons sometimes needs to put their, how that phrase go? You need to put your foot in someone else's shoes to understand certain things. Not because they are students mean that, but students as well, they go through things. So we have to be careful how we approach certain situation, especially when it comes on to children. Um, there was another incident as well. People may go through enough something. I went through a lot of as a teacher you're gonna go through a lot of situations and incidents. So that was just one particular one. I think I sat in for a teacher at another class, and that student was really, really feisty. A lot of bad word I never hear in my life. But knowing me, I had reported that young man at the time because of the tone and how him did a carry on, and but all I did when the young man started, all I did was to sit in the chair, and I said, wow, and I said, continue. I'm saying, then I said to the person, are you finished? Are you finished? And I just sat back, folded my legs, and I just listened to the young man, and then he just took up his bag and stepped out. People, as me say, if you don't touch me, me alright. You understand? Once a student does not lay his hand or her hand on me, I am fine. I am fine. I'm not going to get into it with any student. People, I am feisty as well. And you really have to do me something. If you really want to say me, I go rank back with you, or me I go put you in a place that way there, you understand? But me, I don't let those things trouble me. Sorry. Sometimes I don't give them the satisfaction. I understand. Sometimes they want you to get out. Cause them have them little bangers ready for video you and all these things. But even without that, that's just me. Me not go rank with us. Me not go carry on. You understand? Me not go carry on. As me say, as if you not touch me, me good. Anyways, yeah. But you know that people, this wasn't the profession that I wanted for myself. But sometimes God works things in mysterious ways that you just have to go with the flow. So let me give you a story time on that. So I always performed well in school, always. But financial is always going to finances is always going to play an issue. So after I would have graduated from high school, I would have went to Cape, and then after completing Cape, I had an interest of going to college. To go to college, lad. Well, in grade 11, people, I wanted to study law or journalism. And then I left from there, I went to Cape, and then I wanted to study law, and then I also had psychology in the band. So, everybody signed up for college and all of this. So I said, all right, let me just give it a try and see. So I would have signed up for UA, and I would have gotten accepted to do a course or a degree in psychology. And I said, all right, I'm going to get accepted and everything. But then at the same time, I wasn't financially stable. My parents weren't financially stable. So, I had to do everything to make some money and all of that. So the plan for me was to sit out 1 year because, when you get accepted, you can defer it until another year. So I said, all right, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to accept it, but I'm going to defer it. And then I'm going to go in, sit out a year. So when I sit out that year, I wanted to work. So the first thing that I came in mind was for me to work at the call center. But I didn't get through for that. So I ended up working at a store. It was a bookstore and an internet cafe at one. And I worked there. Um, my boss loved me. I had great customer service skills and all of that. Even got a little award from my boss because she was always receiving calls from the customers that, you know, I was good. When they were there, they were treated well and all of that. Anyways, fast forward. I was there, and then I think I was texting one of my friends. She would have entered into college and she was going to Michael. She was on the scholarship. I wasn't aware of the scholarship, but she was aware. She would have signed up. Same time we were signing up for colleges while we were at high school. So she was the one now. After she would have gotten through and had her first year, she would have informed me about the scholarship. And I said, you know what, all right, then let me try and sign up and see if I get through. So I signed up for the college. I got through to the college. I signed up for the scholarship. I also got through for the scholarship. So I worked my following days, my following months off at the work that I was, saved enough, to help buy my things that I wanted to go back to school and all of that. And that's how I ended up in this profession of teaching. But I think if it was my choice, and if I had it like that, I don't think this would have been my first choice. But sometimes, as I said, God works in mysterious ways. And then I am a mathematics teacher at that. And to be honest, math is not my first love. English and literature. English and literature was my first love. I am giving you this backstory just to tell you that no matter what you're going through, never give up. When God closes one door, another door is going to be open. So sometimes you just have to take your time and wait for God to work. You have to be patient in whatever you are doing. So when I received that scholarship, I would have gotten full tuition. They would have covered my boarding, and then I would have also received a stipend. And because we were, I don't want to say the word guinea pig, but because we were, I don't know the word if you say, we were on trial to see if the degree could have been finished in 3 years, and that was done. So it really never set me back either because after leaving KP we spent 4 years to graduate at a certain age. Because with me I wanted to do things at a certain age, accomplish things at a certain age. So yeah, it still worked out because I'd have still spent the 4 year. So the 1 year that I would have sit out would have, tied up into it. But I spent 3 years and I did summers and yeah, got my degree and I started immediately after leaving school. I would have started working. Yeah. So I started working from 2020, the same year that I would have graduated, which was in 2020. And I would have started in October. I started in October 2020. Yeah. Yeah. I know. Still teaching. Yeah. And I have grown to love the profession, to be honest. I love to be around my students. I love to know that I am making a difference in the education sector. Not going to lie. You meet so many persons with different personalities. It's yeah, 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 guys. So that's another story time. I have a lot of story time to tell you guys. See, me all I gone way off topic. But telling us me I come telling about mental health. I see me gone all the way in a background story and all these things. But just to say, keep your mental health intact. That's what I'm gonna say. Keep your mental health intact. So whatever you need to do to ensure that your mind is clear, you're not stressed, keep your mental health intact. Treat yourself. Do your hair, do your nails. Go out on dates with your partner, with your friends. Go to the beach. Do something that you love. Understand? I love to travel. I love to go around. Sometimes I'm boring, bad, and antisocial, but I love to travel. I love to go new places, especially the beach. I love to go to the beach and just relax and swim and enjoy the water. So whatever you can do to make things better for you or to help to assist with your mental health, because this profession of teaching is not easy and you have to take care of your mental health. You have to take care of your physical well-being as well as your emotional well-being. All right, so that's all I'm going to say for today, guys. Hopefully I can really do a video on mental health, but for some reason I lost track and went on a story time. But I want to say thank you to everyone who has been supporting me thus far. This is just the start. I have a lot of work to do with my editing. I am still learning as I go along. So if you have any suggestions of how what I can use to help with editing my videos, making my videos more attractive or appealing, just leave a comment in the comment section. Many more to come, guys. Please go ahead and follow me on my socials. I'm on TikTok, K underscore D 876, and I am on Instagram, K underscore D underscore right. That is on Instagram. I'm on Snapchat, people, but I don't really use it like that. So those are just the two socials that I have. I'm on Facebook from I was a teen, but I'm gonna use that neither. So it's only those TikTok and Instagram that I really use. Come back for another video, guys. Give this video a lot of likes, a lot of comments, a lot of love. Support for support, guys. Help me to make this possible. Thank you for joining me, and I'll see you all in another video. Bye, guys.